that I couldn't run in the video, meaning that I wasted all that time preparing a video for nothing. Schoolboy error. This is the second attempt at making this video today. Apologies for it coming out so late. Of course, I was really excited to make it, knowing that a lot of youth players are going to be playing against Grimsby tomorrow night. And of course, and most importantly, we'll see Hudson-Odoi and Reece James returning back to the team. Things are going to get more exciting right now. But now, before I do any of that, you guys, I need to get the plug out the way. Today's video is brought to you by the OneFootball app. Download the OneFootball app, as I'm stressing every single time. It really adds to the experience during match days because you're able to get access to the information you need very quickly, very easily as well. Stats, figures, fixture lists, all that type of stuff. If you guys want this, you'll find it in the link in the description below. Now we get into things, starting with the news for today. Some bad news, and Emerson is going to be out for a month. I don't know, I think that Lampard may have to take the L on this one. It's not the first time he's rushed back a player way too quickly than he has to. He did the same thing with N'Golo Kante. Now Emerson's going to be out for a month, and he's been so important for us. He's been one of our best players this season, and for him to get injured like this and we miss out on him, I don't know, I think Lampard took an unnecessary risk, and it really does tell you that maybe Lamps doesn't fully trust the replacements in the squads. Now, some good news. Tino Anjorin is close to signing a new long-term deal. It seems like he is going to be signing a new 4-year contract. It's going to get wrapped up later this week, and it's exciting news, and it really tells you the club's strategy and the club's preparations for the future. Now, Anjorin is someone I'm going to speak about in more detail later on in the preview, to get in, so make sure you guys stay tuned for that. We heard that Christensen's injury isn't that severe, and there's big hopes that he is going to be fully fit to play against Brighton this following week, which is great news to hear. Now, I'm going to move on to the predicted lineup part for today's video, and I'm going to be focusing on this segment throughout. I'm going to break down in detail the players we need to watch out for, who to get excited by, etc, etc. So you guys, let's get straight into things. Now, as you can see beside me, I've gone for a 4-2-3-1 formation. At the back, I feel like we'll see Gay with Kurt Zouma, Reece James finally making his debut at right back, and on the left hand side, it's between Marcus Alonso or Maatsen. Now for me, I've gone for Maatsen. I think that now that Emerson's going to be out for a month, it doesn't make any sense now to risk losing another left back. If Alonso doesn't have to play against Grimsby, there's no point using him, and I feel that Maatsen is good enough where he can play against an opposition of that calibre. Now in midfield, I've gone for Billy Gilmour and Cover. I think Jorginho deserves a rest. The guy's been running like crazy, and I think we all saw that clip that did the rounds on social media. The guy was really struggling to get back when he was playing against Liverpool, and I think Emerson could do with a bit of a rest. Gilmour is an interesting player. He had a very good game in the recent under-23 game, and Frank Lampard really believes in the player. The club do as well, and that's why they gave him a new long-term deal. Billy Gilmour's going to add to that quality in midfield. He's able to control the game. His passing range is very good. He has a really good passing technique as well. And most importantly, he looks to play the forward passes. And that's going to help out guys like a Pulisic or a Hudson-Odoi if they're making runs in behind, because Gilmour does have the accuracy to find their runs as well. Now, up front, I've got Ross Barkley playing as a number 10, and alongside him, Hudson-Odoi down the left hand side and Christian Pulisic down the right hand side. Now for me, if Pulisic doesn't play against Grimsby, maybe as fans we should start to worry for the player. I think against Grimsby, they're a very low caliber opposition, so I think that Pulisic would be able to play with confidence. I think that's what he needs right now. I think that he is a very good player, but as I keep constantly stressing, he's still very young and he still needs to adapt. As I've been saying, with Jurgen Klopp last season, Keita and Fabinho had a time to settle in, and he was really patient with them. Pep Guardiola, it took him basically an entire season before he started to use Bernardo Silva, and now Bernardo Silva is one of the best players in the league. Why is it that opposition teams are allowed to make these intelligent decisions, and why do we constantly complain? Let's just be patient. Pulisic is going to play as the season goes on, but let this guy settle in. Now, this is the team I've gone for. In the comment section below, give me your team. Who would you play? Who do you think is going to start? I'd love to read all your comments. Now, obviously, the game's going to be massive for two reasons: Hudson-Odoi and Reece James. We've been waiting for these guys to come back, They have that X factor that is desperately needed in the team. I feel like this game against Grimsby is going to be safe for them because it's basically the equivalent of another under 23 game. And I can imagine that the whole stadium is going to be buzzing in tomorrow's game. It's quite interesting to see that this could be the youngest backline that I've seen us ever use. Gay has been training with the first team for a while now. He has a left foot, very composed. We've seen the clips of his penalty takes as well. The guy is a technically accomplished player, and it's going to be interesting to see how he plays alongside Kurt Zouma. But I think the most exciting thing for me is that more of the fan base are going to bear witness to just how good our academy grads are. You know, these guys have been performing for so many years, and I've always felt like our academy has been a criminally underrated part of this club. Not enough people have really spoken about them or really praised the players for, being fantastic professionals over the seasons. And I think in tomorrow's game, there's going to be a fantastic opportunity for people to really see what these players are about. Now, let's focus on some of the key players in tomorrow's game, starting with our star man, Callum Hudson-Odoi. Now with Hudson-Odoi, he's going to have a massive season. All eyes are going to be on him. Now we've sold Eden Hazard, we need that X-Factor replacement down the left-hand side. And what I love about Hudson-Odoi is that he's cost us absolutely nothing. For Callum, it's a fantastic period. He has a manager that fully supports him and gives him the confidence. There are club structures around him to really give him the best level of coaching he needs. And most importantly, there's game time available for him right now. So these are the perfect conditions for Hudson-Odoi to just develop and grow and become better as a player. We've missed that X factor down the left hand side. We've missed someone that can create space by beating men for fun. We've missed a player that can get past his opponent, creating extra space in the team. And of course, we've missed those potent runs in behind as well. I don't know if you guys feel as confident as me, but I feel like we're going to see Hudson-Odoi getting a goal in tomorrow's game. Now, we move on to Reece James himself, and honestly, I cannot wait for the fan base to see Reece James up close and personal. The guy, for me, really is deserving of his praise. Now, for his form for Wigan last season, fans actually made claims stating that is Reece one of the best players they've ever seen wearing a Wigan shirt. Is it any surprise when the guy is constantly winning Player of the Week awards and Man of the Match awards? Of course not. Does praise get better than that? Of course not. For Wigan last season, Reece played as a fullback and as a holding midfield player as well. And for this season, I'm really going to be interested to see how Lampard uses Reece from a tactical point of view. With Reece, he'd be able to tuck inside midfield, and that could give us a lot of tactical possibilities. I'll give you guys an example. Jurgen Klopp, he likes to use TAA in a very similar manner. If Liverpool are playing against big teams, for example, when we played against them this week, he would have Trevor Arnold tucking more in midfield to gain more men in those central areas. This also allows players to make runs off him as well, and I feel with Reece being in the team, we have those very same tactical possibilities in which we become open to. So it's going to be great for the team, and Lamps is rightfully excited about what Reece James is going to bring to this team. Now we move on to Maatsen, and I feel like he's going to have a strong possibility of playing in the first team in tomorrow's game, because I feel like Lampard is going to save Marcos Alonso for the upcoming game against Brighton. Now with Maatsen, you guys may have seen him play in our pre-season game this summer against St. Patrick, and in that game he looked confident, he looked assured of himself, defensively very good, very fast, and he got forward very well as well. But one thing I liked about him was the solutions he found whenever he was starting to get pressed in. He was keeping his composure every single time. He looked to play out with little nice deft passes or chips over, and he really is a product of what we do to fullbacks in our academy. What I like about how we're being run as a club right now is that if we do want to introduce any players from our academy, now they can play in the first team knowing that, oh wow, I'm playing in the same setup that I'm used to playing in the lower groups. Back in the day when Pep Guardiola still used to be at Barcelona, there was a reason why he was able to give debuts to 39 players from La Masia, and that's because he introduced the La Masia setup to the first team, and that was how they've been able to profit. I feel it's going to be a similar example for Maatsen. I think that he's going to look confident, he's going to be ready, and he's got a real opportunity now to make a name for himself now that Castillo isn't with us, and if anything happens to Marcos Alonso. So if you're Maatsen, you're hungry at this period of time. I've gone for Ross Barkley because if you notice, when he performed during pre-season, he performed in very unique circumstances. when he had two wingers stretching the play, providing width, when he had two defensive midfield players behind him staying in the pivot as well, it meant that Barkley had tons of space to play in, meaning that his game became a lot more simplified. Instead of having so many passing options in and between him, now he's able to play direct passes and his game becomes a lot more simpler. And I think in tomorrow's game, when he has Pulisic and Hudson-Odoi alongside him, he's going to have a lot of fun, and I'm expecting Ross to show some of his great passing technique. No, we can't deny that from the player. And to end things, we may see Tino Anjorin getting some game time in tomorrow's game. Now this is really exciting. Tino is very big for his age, physically ready. I think he's 17 years old and he's renowned for his finishing ability. Now he's a midfield player that likes to break the lines, get inside the box. He can go on very powerful runs and his finishing is the thing that is constantly praised at this club. I've heard things where people think that Tino may be the best finisher at the club right now, and that's because he has the ability to smack balls in hard with pace and accuracy. I'm really hoping he does get some game time. It would be great to see. And on that note, you guys, I'm going to wrap things up and keep things moving. One more quick plug before I keep it moving though. If you guys want to buy any official club merch, you'll find links in the description below. And if you like today's video, don't forget to smash that like button. Help me get more than 1,000 likes for today's video. I'm EFC, this is Blue Lions TV. See you guys tomorrow.
September, weather should still be nice. It's not. I'm drinking lemon and ginger tea to get rid of a flipping cold. And it's piddling with rain. Now that I've finished complaining about the weather, welcome back to another video here on the George Benson Football Channel. As you can see, I'm wearing another jumper today. I've been wearing jumpers in all my recent videos.
We get lost, we can get high. They cut me down, I feel alive. Anywhere, anyway, I will love you. We rule the world, just you and I. Just let me down, we walk the line. When all of things go wrong, I'll take a shot for you. Give me your time, give me clouds, never let you know. Give me your time, give me clouds, never let you know. Give me your love. Give me your love. wanna take a breath. I'm falling in love. I'm falling in love. I wanna hold your hand. Don't leave me alone. Don't leave me alone. You make me high. Oh yeah. You're my side. Leave me in. Only you can save me. Only you can save me. I have the touch of love, my mind like a battle of mind. I am insane. I kinda love you and drive me wild when I kiss you at night. I'm okay. I wanna take a breath. I'm falling in love. I'm falling in love. Falling in love. I wanna hold your hand. Don't leave me alone. Don't leave me alone. You make me high. Oh yeah. You're my side. Leave
Sau trận thua ngay trên sân nhà trước Liverpool, thầy trò huấn luyện viên Frank Lampard có cơ hội lấy lại tinh thần khi chỉ phải gặp đội bóng đang thi đấu ở giải hạng 4 nước Anh. Soi kèo châu Á, vòng 4 League Cup, Chelsea may mắn chỉ phải tiếp đón đội bóng nhỏ bé Grimsby Town, hiện đang thi đấu League 2. Nhiều khả năng The Blue cho những trụ cột của mình được nghỉ ngơi, khi mùa giải này họ có đội hình rất mỏng vì án phạt cấm chuyển nhượng. Chelsea hiện đang đứng ở vị trí thứ 11 trên bảng xếp hạng Premier League, ghi được 12 bàn, nhưng lại để thủng lưới tới 13 bàn. Thầy trò huấn luyện viên Frank Lampard có lối đá tấn công khá đẹp mắt với sự bùng nổ của những cầu thủ trẻ như Tammy Abraham và Mason Mount. Tính từ đầu mùa giải, cặp đôi này đã ghi được 15 bàn thắng cho đội chủ sân Stamford Bridge. Dẫu vậy, họ lại có một hàng thủ non nớt và bộc lộ rất nhiều sai lầm trong những trận đấu đã qua. Chỉ phải đón tiếp đội bóng đến từ giải hạng 4, cơ hội để Lampard xoay vòng cầu thủ và thử nghiệm thêm những nhân tố mới. Sự chênh lệch giữa hai đội là điều không phải bàn cãi, dù thi đấu với đội hình dự bị thì một chiến thắng là điều được dự đoán trước cho đội bóng thành London. Đội khách Grimsby Town đang xếp thứ 9 tại League 2, sau 10 vòng đấu họ có được 15 điểm. Đến làm khách ở Stamford Bridge, các học trò của huấn luyện viên Michael Zali sở hữu phong độ không được tốt lắm khi chỉ có một chiến thắng trong 5 trận đấu gần nhất. Hàng công của đội bóng này thi đấu không hề tồi khi 6 trận gần nhất ghi được tới 16 bàn thắng. Để có mặt ở vòng 3 Cúp Liên đoàn Anh, Grimsby đã vượt qua Macclesfield bằng loạt penalty sau khi hòa 0-0 ở thời gian thi đấu. Đáng tiếc đội chủ sân Blunderbuck, lá thăm đã chọn cho họ một đối thủ rất mạnh và một trận thua trong chuyến làm khách này sẽ là không thể tránh khỏi. Kèo nhà cái đưa ra cho trận đấu này là 2 trái rưỡi nghiêng về đội chủ nhà. Với tỷ lệ kèo này thì người chơi nên đặt cược cho Chelsea thì sẽ có nhiều cơ hội hơn, bởi nhiều khả năng rất lớn họ sẽ là những người giành chiến thắng trong trận đấu này. Soi kèo tài xỉu. Ghi bàn không phải là nhiệm vụ khó khăn với The Blue, nên việc họ ghi được nhiều bàn thắng trong một trận đấu với đội bóng ở hạng dưới là điều khá dễ dàng. Đội khách cũng sẽ cố gắng tận dụng những sai lầm từ hàng thủ đội chủ nhà để có được những bàn thắng cho riêng mình. Với kèo tổng số bàn thắng là 3 trái rưỡi thì người chơi nên chọn kèo tài thì sẽ có nhiều cơ hội thắng hơn. Soi kèo hiệp 1. Chelsea thường xuyên thi đấu tốt và ghi những bàn thắng ngay từ hiệp đấu đầu tiên. Hiệp 1 của trận đấu, nhiều khả năng đội chủ nhà sẽ dồn dập tấn công và ghi được những bàn thắng trước giờ nghỉ. Chính vì vậy với kèo hiệp 1 là một nghiêng về Chelsea thì người chơi nên đặt cược cho đội chủ nhà thì sẽ có nhiều cơ hội thắng cuộc hơn. Dự đoán kết quả tỷ số. Chelsea 5-1 chọn Chelsea và chọn tài cả trận. Cảm ơn bạn đã xem video nhận định trận đấu này.